Want to help support the channel? Then why not check out the merch that's available from the links below in the description. Help out the channel and get more phenomenal stuff for yourself. And now with that, let's jump straight into the video. Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video. Now, you might be wondering the title of the video. Why do Hasbro keep things secret? It's just a thing that I kind of really wanted to talk about when I don't think that a lot of things should be kept secret from them to some degree. But with this, we're going to jump into it. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Also, check out the merchandise on the channel. Now, I wrote this ages ago, and I'm just kind of catching up and producing them. So to me, I think Hasbro keeps a lot of things secret when in theory they shouldn't, because it kind of stifles a lot of kind of creativity as well as kind of hype. And for myself and other YouTubers that cover Power Ranger topics, just literally we want to talk about it and get stuff out there because we love talking about this. Now, Hasbro isn't Marvel. Let me get that straight. So again, I don't know why at times that they do think this. Back in the day, around about 2 years of the time of this video, I talked to Mona from Hasbro about what was coming up. And at that time, they just announced Rocky as Zeo Blue. I don't know which wave that was. If you know, let me know down below in the comments. And everything that I talked about was simple questions like what's coming up, what do you think of the brand, what do you think? Go check out the video. It's literally 10 minutes before going, I can't answer that. Can't answer that. And okay, what can I talk about? It's been a while, a very long time that I've watched that video, but if you want to go check it out, cool, go for it. With this, I feel like this does keep a lot of the fandom back, the hype for it. This brand has been around for a very, very long time, and I do kind of think that it needs more hype. It's died down. It's not as big as what it used to be over certain seasons. The most time the series gets hype is roughly around about the time of a new series drops, or possibly whatever Lightning Collection figure. One thing is that we see leaks happen all the time, either codes in the system or literally figures on the shelves that haven't been announced. I mean, look at Silver Space Ranger. He's not in this review thing that I'm talking about, so this is something different. So you get these releases straight away, and I feel that Hasbro could announce this straight away. If we went down the theory of all of this, then you could turn around and say, well, actually, technically, Silver Space hasn't been announced by Hasbro. Dino Charge Black hasn't been announced by Hasbro. They're out there. They're on the website. You can go check them out. Although Black Dino Thunder, Black Dino Charge isn't. So I know Silver is. But literally, that would be the case. So why can't Hasbro talk about this? Build up. If I turn around and said, oh, what's in the pipeline for the next thing? What would you like to see? And I just basically mentioned a few things. I think it'd be 10 times easier, and we'd instantly get more hype and more excited for it. Now, I've done a video of this, of how they should do a Marvel kind of timeline so that we know exactly what's coming out. But I do feel that Hasbro should talk more to creators, more to the people out there who love and support this brand, because again, if not many companies do that. So you imagine if they turn around to myself, say Ranger Liz, Deoxy, the Illuminati, loads of channels out there that are about Power Ranger news, and said, hey, we're gonna give you an exclusive. Make sure it drops on this date though. But yeah, we've got this whole new figure coming out. This is the next wave that we've got. I feel like you would be able to hype this up a lot more, and we'd be able to talk about it. I feel like this is a great thing to do, but I feel like Hasbro are very closed off at times, and they kind of keep their cards to the chest, which is fine at times, but when trying to ask them questions, it's can't say, no comment. And you just kind of think, come on guys, seriously, come on. In this other video, talking about how they should do it in the timeline, I won't go too much because obviously you can go see that link up top if you want to check that video out, but kind of in general, because I wrote that much later on than I wrote this one. But can you imagine if it comes to New York Toy Fair, they come on stage, they have everything ready, and they go, here in 2022, we have 33 figures that are coming out over time. and this is what we've got. You know, they don't have to show what figures they are. They could just show the names in a really nice presentation and go, these are the figures that are coming out. This is what we've got coming, and this is what we want. And you know, they will be out in the different quarters or random times throughout this year, so please look out for them and please support and stuff. I think when you do stuff like that, people enjoy it more, and they're like, okay, cool, we know what's coming up, and you can easily plan around where your money's going to go to, if it's going to go to this, if you're going to pass it, and then you just kind of go, but at least we have something to kind of look forward to, or at least kind of know. You know, even if they went, oh, here is wave whatever, and they show it on, it's coming out roughly this one, we just don't know what's going in yet, but we do know, because you have this plan like years in advance, so you know exactly what's coming out when it's coming out. Taku Topics, run by Josh, who also runs Lightning Fig PR as well, you know, he is spot on when it comes to it. You know, he knows what's coming out, and obviously he's got his sources and stuff, so he knows, and he brings it out, and he tells everyone what's happening. So I highly recommend following him on Twitter. I'll put links in the description, as well as like following his YouTube channel, because he knows what's coming out. You know, he sits with his friends and they kind of decipher what's coming out, what codes, and they're spot on. Like literally, again, when I wrote this, none of the information came out of what's coming up, but you know, he talked about like Dino Fury Red coming out, as well as like much later on you've got Zoe coming out. These are all figures that, you know, information that he's bringing out, which Hasbro could easily drop, but like say, this is what we've got planned. Again, go follow Josh, because he is spot on with all this stuff, and he knows his subject on this one. But if Hasbro did this, I think that Hasbro would be very much forward, and we'd all know. So again, thank you to Josh for actually going through this and actually giving us the information, so that we all have something to talk about, as well as have something to kind of look forward to. One thing I would love is Hasbro to actually work with the creators, like all of us, to say, hey, we've got stuff coming out, we want you to promote it. But I feel like if they were open with content creators, that we'd be able to help more, because you know, as a lot of people have said, we're the ones keeping this brand alive. We're the ones talking about it, taking time out of our day to make videos about these sorts of subjects. You know, some do good, some do bad. But at the end of the day, if they worked with us and actually helped us, we would be able to help promote this. And this is one thing I've always never understood, is you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars, you know, with advertisement agencies and stuff like that may or may not get out there. But yet when people look to content creators like myself, Ranger Liz, Deoxy, the Illuminati, Taku Topics and stuff like that, and all those people that make Power Ranger content, like the fan club as well, like we're here talking about the product and we're just shipping it out. We're literally creating this video so you can know what's going on. And some people prefer knowing what people like myself, as well as the others I've mentioned, to turn around and go, oh, so they like this, that's their thoughts, you know. And if Hasbro utilizes and thought about this, then we could possibly help grow the brand even more. You know, hell, like Josh knows all about the Lightning Collection and what's coming out. You know, he's got a very good grasp on what the Lightning Collection is. You know, he would be great at marketing. But I feel like Hasbro like literally play cards to their chest all the time, and I would love them to work with us, work more with us, so we can easily help spread the word. And again, it would be a lot easier for them, because we know this brand, we know how it works, we know what is good, what is bad. We live and breathe this, compared to an agency that may or may not get it right. The fandom wants more information all the time. They want to be kept up to date. They want to know what's coming out. And I feel that sometimes Hasbro, when they do this sort of stuff, that they just literally say, we can't talk about this yet, or it's in development. And yet you could easily bring people in and say, look, you know, release this date. If they like reached out to myself, Deoxy and the others, and said, right, we want you to make this video, it's got to be out on this time at this date, we would easily sit down and make a video, give all the proper information and have it out. And if Hasbro shared it, or they did something that they normally do, and share that information out, I think it would be 10 times better and work in a way that, you know, would benefit everybody. We would instantly get people talking about it. The fandom would talk about it, as well as Hasbro would be like, look, we've got people interested. And if they looked at the comments, they looked at the response, I think that they would be like, okay, well, this works, this doesn't work, this works perfectly, but let's try this later over there. And can you imagine how well it would be? Oh, it's just so easy enough for Hasbro to do this. I think that if they randomly threw things out there for us as well, I feel like that would work perfectly at the same time. You know, as much as we find stuff like hidden on shelves or news drops, if they literally threw a curveball at some point and went, hey, here is this figure, be like, whoa, holy crap, that's amazing. But if they announced it properly rather than be like, oh, Silver Space, yeah, about that. It just, to me, I just want them to do more stuff, basically. I want them to care about the brand a bit more rather than the fans caring more about the brand and Hasbro just pumping something out randomly. I just want them to do better, effectively. Do better, Hasbro. Talk to us, content creators. We will help you. When I wrote this video, I felt like Hasbro doesn't know what they're doing at times. And I feel now, with what they've done, I feel like they do know what they're doing. They're going in a way that they're able to. But I feel like we're still kind of at step one where they're a bit out of touch with how this franchise works. And I think that when we've seen stuff through, like, they don't know what the 30th is next or anything like that, I feel like that is something that they could easily do. And it just kind of irritates me that, we all love this brand, we want it to succeed, and sometimes it feels like they don't, and that they're stuck back in the past where they're not giving out information or willing to work with certain people because they want to hold this all close to their chest. I'm sure that they work better probably with Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony content creators maybe, or at least they've got that down to a T, even if they don't work with those content creators. I do, don't get me wrong, I love their products, I really do. I love everything that they're bringing out, some of the Transformers, some of the other figures. I love the Lightning Collection range, I really do. I like what they're doing with certain elements, but I just feel like they don't need to be so secretive. Again, I don't think they're like Marvel when there's a brand new series coming out or a new film where they have to keep everything close to their chest. I feel like if they were a bit more open with the fandom as well as other people, I believe that it would grow a lot more. And it would be nice to know what's coming out properly rather than just kind of waking up one day and then seeing, oh, hey, I got the Silver Space. What the hell? That wasn't even talked about. And it just pops up and it's just like, okay, now I don't know if I've got enough or I don't know how to get this one. Hell, I got mine from China. So that was a bit of a pain. But because I didn't know where to buy them officially, I had to buy it from someone else. And I would love to give my money directly to Hasbro, which I am doing through the Hasbro Pulse thing, as well as buying a ton of their figures automatically. But yeah, I kind of wanted to rant about it, talk about it, and I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me or don't you agree with me? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell and turn it on. Hell, even if you want to buy merchandise from the store, please do. It helps the channel out a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。